Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video I'm actually going to be filming a tutorial for this look that I have right here. I have already put up a couple of TikToks with it, and one of my followers on there, Cam, I suggest she wanted to recreate it, so I said to her that I'd obviously do a tutorial for it, and this is going to be it. So the palette I'm using today is the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. It's very pretty. Like, look at all this. It just basically screams like spring, autumn grunginess, like some winter vibes with the blues, and it just, it's amazing. But any palette that's got like similar shades or greens or whatever, as long as it's also got something that's deep enough to do the out of it, you can use whatever you've got. So let's jump into it. I feel like I'm being very productive this week because this is my third video that I'm filming now, and yeah, I'm feeling very productive. So for primer, I'm going in with my Beauty Bay eye primer. This is in the shade Base 2, and that's just going to go, obviously, all over my lid. So how are you all doing? Today is, obviously, I'm going to film this, and then afterwards, depending on how my eyes are doing, because I did do 2 videos the other day, they're still a little bit irritated, but I think that's because I was scrubbing the stuff off too much. I'm just going to go in with a touch more of the primer. So yeah, my eyes are still a bit irritated, so depending on how they're feeling after I've done this video and taken pics, I might do another tutorial later. Because like I said, feeling very productive this week, definitely. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is a mint, just this really pastel-y shade right here, and I'm taking it on a Makeup by Tammy Cosmetics brush, and first I'm just going to literally stamp it all along like the top of my eyelid up to my brow. And then once I've got most of the pigment on there, I'm going to start doing sweeping motions, as well as winging it out slightly, and then taking it into the front of my brow, just a touch. This is quite a pastel-y shade, so you do have to build it up, but literally, because the base that I've used is quite light, it definitely shows up the pigment better. Hold on, let me just move forward a bit more, that's better. So yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. I'm very happy with that, and now I'm just going to go do sweeping motions backwards and forwards. I'm trying, definitely, yeah, I think I am going to film after this look, because I want to try and film at least 4 videos, so that way I can upload my first one on Saturday, and then the second one on even Zeus, no barking. Yeah, so I want to try and start filming them again. Zeus! Don't know what that was. Zeus! And to blend it out, I'm going to go in a touch with Snow. It's just like a bone colour shade. And I'm just taking that on a Spectrum BO7 brush. Zeus! Zeus, come here. What's this? Here. What's this? Go on. Eat that. He's having a chew. So yeah, I'm just taking that Snow and just using that just to blend along the edges of the ivy, so that we get a nice seamless blend. These shadows really blend well together. Like, it's so easy to use them. Like, you hardly even have to put any effort in, really. The next shade I'm going in with is Forest, which is this one right here, just like a darker, obviously greeny shade. And I'm taking that on a rolling nickel motor crease brush, and that I'm just gonna go through my crease, as well as winging it out slightly. I just take my time with this look and just working like slow bits. So now that I've already got any pigment left on the brush, I'm going to pick up a tiny bit more and just like stamp it all along through my crease, and then I start blending it, bringing it up roughly, I think just below my brow bone. And then to help that blend, I'm going to go in with a touch more of that first shade, mint. Yeah, I don't know why I said it was Ivy, called Ivy before. No, it's mint. Yeah, I'm going to alternate between mint and that second shade, Forest, just so the blend is nice and seamless. I think I might use this palette again after and do something with either the blues or the reds down below, because I haven't actually used the bottom two rows. Yeah, what have I? Yeah, I have, but I haven't. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do with it. I'm definitely using this palette. I'm going to do something with the oranges. A couple of orange shades. I can put a tiny bit more Forest. I don't know why I keep on going to use the mirror in there, because I haven't filmed in a while, so I'm not really that used to using my little mirror. Ooh, this is with the Marilyn Monroe compact mirror. It's so good. It's got like, actually, hey, you can see me there. It's got like mirror there, and then this side, the bottom one, it's magnified, so it's really, really good. And one final time with that first shade, mint, just to blend everything. Then I'm going to go in with a touch of Snow, a bone coloury shade, just to blend further. The key really to doing any look is just taking your time and blending, but because I've already, I said like a second time I'm doing it, I'm pretty much flying through it. Ooh, where did I put that over? Here we go. Now on a smaller like packing pencil brush, I'm going to take the shade Ivy, which is the darkest shade, and I mean the darkest green, and that's going to go on my outer V, and then I'm going to wing that out as well. But first I'm just stamping it on. So as you can see, it's nice stamped on, and then blend that, tap off any of the excess and start doing small circular motions. And I'm going to keep my eye open for this, because this definitely helps. And then as I blend, I'm just dragging it out ever so slightly. And I'm alternating between doing circular motions and little flicking motions. Both work very, very nicely. Then to blend that a touch more, I'm going to go in with my second brush and that shade Forest, this one, the creasy one, and I'm just going to literally stamp that basically where the edge of Ivy is, and just use it just to blend a tiny bit more. So I'm taking it through my crease a touch. Yeah, this look is all just about having patience and blending and alternating between the colours. So I'm going to go back in with the first shade, Mint, and just keep on blending. I feel like I should be Dory from Finding Nemo. Just keep blending, just keep blending. Oh, I'm weird, but it's fun. Touch more of that. The second shade, Forest. Let's give it one final blend. Getting with the smaller brush again, just to stamp more product on the V on my lid, just to ensure that everything is nice and nice and pigmented. For one final time with Forest again, just to really ensure that everything's blended. Yeah, I keep on repeating myself, but really that's just what I'm doing. One final time with the shade Snow, the bone cooler shade, just nearly dropped my palette. And puppy. So he's using to come and sat on my lap. Yeah. Now for the first shimmer, I'm going to be taking the shade Moss, which is this one right here. I'm taking it on a this is a I Heart Evolution shadow brush, just from the Fruity Pebbles collection. Yeah, I'm taking that shade Moss, giving it a little bit of a spritz because I don't know where I put my glitter primer, and that's just going to go really in the centre of the lid as well. Let's just take it over that shade Ivy a touch. Then with a smaller brush, I'm going, nope, not that one, that's the wrong one. Yeah, with a smaller brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Lime, which is this one, very, very pretty. And that's going to go on along the inner half of my lid. And then I'm going to take that brush that had moss, and then I'm just going to tap between that matte and the other shimmer, just so it's nice and seamless. And then whatever's left of that second shimmer Lime, I'm just really gently tapping, just so the blends are on point. For my brow highlight, I'm going to take the shade Ray, which is like a duochrome. It's like this one right here. It's so pretty. A bit of a spritz that's going to go all along my brow bone. Ooh, so pretty, so pretty. Look at that. That is just so stunning. Now, I'm going to take a makeup wipe, clean up any fallout, as well as remove the tape. So, got pretty much a clean line. And just clean up the edge here a bit. What concealer did I use? Where did I put my concealer? There we go. For concealer today, I'm just using my Hydrate Camo Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. Ooh. Let's see, that's going to go there. I always like to use the tip, pointy side, just to blend everything out, and then the bottom half here, I'll just use the butt of it to blend a bit more. My powder today is Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder in White Sand. I'll put the lid. I definitely need to put the lid back on because I know my luck. If I don't, I'll knock everything over. As I just bronze up my jawline. For bronzer today, I'm using my Mega Bronzer in 01 Cool by Makeup Revolution. Might as well just highlight this side of my forehead. I'm taking my Club Kids highlighting palette by The Collective Cosmetics. I'm going to use this shade right here. Just on above my brow. As you can see, very pretty. I mean, I've already got a highlighter on this side of my face. But it's fine. In the words of Nikki Tutorials, you can never wear too much highlighter. Ooh, just nearly put my hand in my bronzer. Do not want to do that. Now, I'm going to wipe away that pink. And, oh, where's the little, here we go. I'm going to take a e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is a smudge brush, and I'm taking that shade Ivy, the dark green, and just going to put that on the outer edge, as well as wing it out slightly and connect it to the top shade. Had to think what I was trying to say then. And I'm taking a small shader brush. This is Ron Nickel Moda, and I'm going to go in with that first shimmer shade, Moss again. And obviously Spitz. Really want to know where I put my glow primer. And that's just going to go along the other and the middle. So going with a detail like pencil brush and the shade Lime. And you know, this is the Illuminating Fixing Spray by Makeup Revolution. I don't like illuminating fixing sprays for my, like, to set all of my makeup, because I don't know, for some reason I just don't like illuminating fixing sprays on me. I think it just adds too much shimmer everywhere where I don't necessarily want it. So, but it's got a good fixing spray to use to add more oomph to your shimmers when you want them. I'm going to go take Forest, and this is a small shader brush, again by Roland Nicola Moda, and that's going to go underneath all the other shadows I've used. Really, I'm only using this brush just to kind of stamp and like drag it on first, because I will go back in with the original brush that I used the shader with in a minute. I'm just going to take that original brush that I had that shade on. It's no extra product, I'm just using whatever is left just to give it a tiny bit of a blend. So I go in with my first brush and that first shade, Mint. That's going to further blend these shadows out. I hope I was in frame then. I'd be very happy with it. Yeah, I should have been. Pick up a tiny bit more mint, top of the excess. And then, I'm going to put that red in more. I'm going to go in with that brush that I was using, that shade Snow, the bone colour one. Just to, you guessed it, blend a tiny bit more. And for I was hoping I'd do one video where I don't nearly drop a brush. So for inner corner, I'm going to go in with the same brow highlight ray, this one right here, this one. And that's going to illuminate my inner corner very, very nicely. And just look at that, that just, oh, it's so pretty. I have actually used this shade as well as a face highlight in previous looks, and it is, showcase, it is amazing. Now to help all of that set, blend in, I'm going to take my fixing spray. This is the Strawberries and Cream Fixing Spray by I Heart Revolution. And give my face quite a few spritzes of that. Just helps the shadows blend in. I'm like blending and sinking to my skin. For the blush, I'm going to be taking another Lustre blusher by Revolution Pro. This is a White Rose. So pretty. And as I do get into play, on the high point of my cheeks, as well as up into the front of my temple a bit. Ouch! Oh, just dropped my compact mirror onto my friggin' foot. Oh, I stood on one of my dog's chews the other day, and I took a nice little chunk out of my heel. It's very nice and painful. Friggin' sore. I'm a big baby when it comes to pain. I cannot handle pain at all. Now for my face highlight, I'm just going in with that same shade from the Collective Cosmetics Club Kids highlight palette. And just going to apply this. Oh, so pretty. Actually, Okay. Oh, there we go. Oof. I mean, look at that. I could literally bathe in the Collector Cosmetics highlighters and be fine. I mean, I've got like a nice greeny shift, so it definitely complements this makeup well. That's it for the setting spray. Now, mascara, I'm just taking my 5D Lash Power Mascara by Makeup Revolution. And I did do a green lip with this look originally, but that I'd used the last of my green lipstick for that, and I don't have another green lipstick, sadly. So I'm just going to, this time, just apply some gloss, because I think this look will still look really, really nice. Just like a clear, just like some gloss on the lips. I've got to choose which one. So I think I mentioned in my first video, I've got all 5 of the XX Revolution Chaos glosses. And I'm trying to decide which one I want. I think, to be honest, I might take the shade Corruption, which is this one. Yeah, that'll look nice. If it doesn't, I'll just swap it. Oh yeah, actually I think that looks really nice. One thing about these glosses is that they're obviously glosses, but they're not sticky like most glosses are. So if I weren't moving my hair, I was like, look, it doesn't get stuck to my hair, which is a godsend, because that just feels weird whenever that happens. Anyway, this is the completed look. I hope you like it. I hope you found this helpful, Cam. Really, really can't wait to see you do this look. And I will, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you guys. Obviously everything I've used will be listed down below, and I'll put my Insta and TikTok handles down below as well, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, bye.